here with another To and From Work MotoVlog. Another one comes, another one comes, another one bites the dust. Hey! Dickhead. We cut the red light. Bikes, you know, never ever cut red lights because they are going to fuck you up. So guys, today's subject, well, like I said in the last video, I should probably think about this, but I have no time to think about it at work. So my subject today is going to be protective gear on bikers. Right, so I saw this video yesterday saying about protective clothing too expensive, question mark. And basically it said that and it said it had a guy walking towards a motorbike and it analysed how much an average pair of levers was. So the top half was $1,000, this was in American, so it was $1,000. The trousers were like $600, the helmet was like $300, gloves were like $200, boots were like $300. And as the guy was walking towards the motorbike, he was slowly taking it off. And so he took his helmet off, and it said how much your teeth, your eye, your skin, your ear, all that stuff was worth. And if I'm honest, you might as well get protective clothing. So at the end of it, it was something like over 9 million. Your body was way over $9 million. Every part, your organs, your liver, your kidneys, everything. Anything you could damage go off a motorbike, that was listed there. So in my opinion, guys do have protective clothing. I do ride a 125. I am fully kitted out, so I've got the gloves, the leather jacket, the leather trousers, motorbike boots, you know, crash helmet with the camera for my own safety, etc, etc. And obviously MotoVlog, blah blah blah. So it just tells you, yeah, they might be expensive, but at least they save your life. I mean, yeah, people say once you've had an accident, leathers, that's at the end of them. No. Levers don't rip, they just scratch. Unless you have a really bad accident, then yeah, they're going to do more than just scratch, but fucking hell. So yeah, in my opinion, always wear leather. I don't care if you ride a 125. I mean, if you ride a moped, that's the thing, you ride a moped, you might look a little bit silly wearing leathers, you know? You might look very silly. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you can get dragon jeans and all that stuff, you know, Kevlar. If you ride a ped, always wear Under Armour, at least Under Armour. You know, for your shoulders, your back, your elbows, your knees, always wear Under Armour, even if just on a little ped. I mean, cyclists, they don't wear any protective clothing other than their, what the hell's going on here? Other than their crash helmet, but they aren't going fast speeds, they can still damage themselves. So it just tells you, doesn't it? So I'm one really for protective clothing. I'm really not keen on Kevlar. I really get frustrated with Kevlar because I think it's just a waste. It's cheaper than leathers, granted. Much cheaper than leathers. But like, at the end of the day, if you have an accident, yeah, you got to replace your Kevlar. For example, when I had my bike accident, one of my best buddies decided to come off his bike instead of hitting me. He wore Kevlar, he ripped his Kevlar, he cut his knee, broke his wrist, and if I'm honest, he had to go buy a whole new set of Kevlar. And his words to me were, I'd rather buy Kevlar because it's cheaper, and after all the times using it, it's like, you know what I mean, it saves money, but then in the long run, you can use leathers and leathers over again until they are fucked. But I know somebody who's using the same pair of leathers for like almost 10 years. So think how much money he saved, you know? Just tells you protective stuff, i.e. leathers, does pay off in the long run. Kevlar, if you have one accident, is fucked, just buy a whole new set. Say a rough average of Kevlar is like £200. It's like what, $300 odd? You have an accident, you got to replace them. So that's another £200 or another $300. Then that's £400 and $600 in total. And for that run, you could have bought a leather top. And it keeps happening. If it keeps happening, then you can buy a pair of leather trousers and a pair of polymer boots. Well, yeah, this stuff is expensive. I was lucky when I first got on a bike. My girlfriend's dad gave me his leathers because he stopped riding his motorbike. they were perfect, and I had the accident. Yeah, they were ripped in the crotch area, but that was because they were overworn, and I just had scratches everywhere else, but I could use them. When it was raining, my crotch was getting wet, I had to wear long johns underneath because my boxes were showing, you know. But anyway, so I was lucky enough for him to give me his levers, which saved me a whole fuckload of cash. And then I decided, you know what, I need some new ones, and for Christmas my girlfriend paid a deposit down on levers for me. Well, I'm paying them back like £100 a month, and it's 0% APR, so there's no extra costs on that levers at all, nothing at all, like zilch. So, you know, I mean, you can even get levers in the sale. This trousers were in the sale. I got the top for like, I think the top was something like £400, the boots for £200, and so are my bottoms. So I got all that for £800, and I've paid off what, like 3 months of that, £100 a month. I put a £200 deposit granted, or my partner did, so that cut a whole sum out of it. That's why it was less. Obviously, the more money you put into something, the less you're gonna have to start paying off, you know? That's what I always see. We always get your debts paid off. I'm struggling with money. I'm still paying off my Honda, still paying my levers off. Obviously insurance I take out monthly, because I haven't got a job that has a lot of money that I can pay stuff off like that. Dream job like that, yes please. But apart from that, you know, finance is a great way to start. This bike's out on finance. If you were to say when they're on finance, they're not yours, right? Yeah, that, if it's a car, then it's like 15 grand, 12 grand, and you pay like £200 a month for 36 months to 3 years. At the end of it, they give you the option to keep the car and pay an extra 5 grand or take another car out. But bikes, on the other hand, if you get a 125 and it's cheap for 3 grand, take it out on finance, within 3 years it'll pay it off. You can choose, you know, to pay it off in 12 months, 24, 36. Because at the moment, as I was swapping jobs, it's easier to just do the whole, I think I did 36 months. I think, no, I couldn't be. I think I took 24 months out, yeah. Yeah. Anything to do with finance, they always give you options and choices on ways to pay it back, you know? So it's all good. Finance is great. As long as it's not % APR. Obviously motorbike stuff is expensive. This was not 0%, this was like 3% APR. So I'm not paying out a huge chunk, but I am paying considerably more than I would have done if I just bought the bike straight out. So alright guys, that I will leave it on that bombshell. I hope you've enjoyed the subjects that I've covered today, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Ciao ciao for now guys, bye.